Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I hope you have all been doing well. Have you ever seen or even touched a starfish? Well, this day we are about to find out how they feel. And here's a fun fact. When you see a starfish, you are actually looking at its butt. Sounds surprising, right? But more on that later, so stick around. Our plan for the day was to visit Bangkok's northern bus terminal, Mo Chit and buy our overnight bus ticket to Phuket. As always, Bangkok was already full of life. People were heading to work, the streets were buzzing, and food vendors were busy setting up their stalls for the day. On the way, one of the tuk-tuk drivers offered us a ride, but we politely declined and continued on foot to our station. As a foreigner, it's always a good idea to stay vigilant. Scams and overcharging can be common, and tuk-tuks are no exception. We got our train tickets from the vending machine, and here even the cleaning is automated with robots. How cool is that? Earlier today, we had stopped by several tour agencies near our hotel, hoping they could help us book our overnight bus tickets. But since they only offered local sightseeings and temple tour packages, we decided to make our way to the bus terminal and purchase the tickets ourselves. By 10 am, we had already bought our overnight bus ticket to Phuket. Our ticket was for 4 in the evening, so we still had the whole day to ourselves, and we decided to explore more of Bangkok. Before that, we treated ourselves to a delicious lunch, shrimp fried rice and mango sticky rice. Then we walked along Ratchaprasong Skywalk or Arwalk, which also gave us a great view over Bangkok's busy streets. Our next stop was Sea Life Bangkok Ocean World. Sea Life Bangkok is one of the largest aquariums in Southeast Asia. Seeing these marine animals up close was an experience unlike any other. It felt completely different from only seeing them in books or on TV. The lighting was calming, the exhibits were spacious, and there was plenty of information to learn along the way. And yes, we even found Nemo and Dory. One of the memorable exhibit was Shark Mission. It felt like we were walking on the ocean floor with real sharks swimming directly beneath our feet. The room also featured colorful interactive projections where we could create glowing jellyfish with just a touch. It was surprisingly fun and brought out our inner child. Not every exhibit felt the same though. The penguin enclosure seemed a bit sad. Maybe we simply missed their feeding or activity time. We got to see this dreamy habitat of garden eels and these very thin razor fishes. These small pot-bellied seahorses and then these dangerous looking moray eels and even an urchin that looked like it was staring directly into our souls. The rainforest section was another pleasant surprise. It was much larger than we expected, considering the entire aquarium sits under a shopping mall. We saw tropical wildlife, exotic carnivorous plants, giant terrariums, and even entered a room that looked like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
एलियन पड भित्र पसे जस्तो
के देखे छ टरान्चुला
Every exhibit was beautifully presented, and all the animals appeared healthy and well cared for, which made the experience even more enjoyable. Some exhibits even included educational presentations by the aquarium staff.
Motion already? Okay. You can use two fingers touch like this. Gentle turn up around the back side. How do you feel? Like it. Yes, very wrong. You like long. Because most of the part of the body made from calcium. At the center. At the center, this one the butt. The bottom.
That is bottom.
Yes, this one. Ah, but the other side, same place at the butt. That's one the mouth.
Oh.
Ah, they have now under the body. And beside the sea side, you're gonna see the shark egg. Egg from the shark, bamboo shark. The shark egg shell. That hatched out already. Ah, empty inside. Don't forget your shine again.
From alien looking fishes and large stingrays to cabbagey jellyfishes and elegant manta rays. Every corner of the aquarium had something fascinating to discover. So, if you are visiting Bangkok, we definitely recommend adding Sea Life Bangkok to your itinerary. After completing the colorful jellyfish exhibit, we reached the massive ocean tunnel, surrounded by giant sharks swimming all around us. It was one of the highlights of the entire visit. We enjoyed a bit too much and lost track of time. We spent so much time taking photos and videos that we almost forgot we had a night bus to catch. Since our luggage was still back at the hotel and our departure for Phuket was just around the corner, we were left with no other choice than to book a tuk-tuk. Despite being stuck in the notorious Bangkok traffic, the ride itself was an adventure. Fast, loud, open air, and full of questionable stickers. We drove back the same road we had watched walking through the sky breeze earlier. Our tuk tuk couldn't drop us off all the way to our hotel due to a one way situation, but the fare was still very expensive.
Yeah, stop here.
After collecting our bags, we booked a bolt ride to Mo Chit bus terminal. Ironically, the bolt ride ended up costing much less than the previous tuk tuk ride. That's why we urge you to take alternative transport options rather than relying on tuk tuks. Soon, we reached the bus terminal and got ready to board our overnight bus. This was our first time on a double decker. The bus driver and attendant were dressed smartly. After checking our tickets, the bus hostess guided us to our seats.
Thank you.
Honestly, we were already so impressed.
कप होल्डर ब्ल्याङ्केट देखो
पानी दिँदो रहेछ आफ्नो पानी पनि बोक्यो हावा पनि आउँछ एसी एकदम कम्फर्टेबल रहेछ
खै
10 भन्दा कम छैन
The reclining seats were spacious and comfortable. The essentials were all there: And we also got complimentary bottled water and clean blankets for the night. Then, just when we thought it couldn't get any better, each passenger received a small goodie bag. We were thrilled.
Nepali bus is good.
Never.
Never, eh?
At around 11, we stopped at a highway restaurant for our dinner, which was included with our tickets. But since we weren't familiar with most of the menu, we played it safe and ordered fried rice with chicken. And this is where we end today's vlog. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with anyone planning a trip to Thailand. Before you go, let us know in the comments what's your favorite food to eat while traveling. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next vlog. Bye bye.